Happy holidays! Thank you for joining us. I'm Heidi here in the Simon Says Stamp studio, and I've got Reed and Brian. Woo woo! How many people are starting to decorate for the season? We are. Can you tell from behind me? I think Reed and Brian are going to start decorating any day, or maybe Dana and Rachel will start decorating. I'm not sure.
Dana's ready. She asked me to get the tree out. I'll probably do it this weekend, so she's ready to do it next weekend.
Nice. Needs a big, tall man to get those trees out, right?
Absolutely.
Reed is very tall. He comes in handy for all this height stuff going on around. So happy holidays to all of you. We are continuing our holiday launch week. We started earlier this week with dies that match some of our favorite festive Tim Holtz cling stamps. And I've got some questions that we are going to answer before I go into our next launch for this week, which is our Simon Says Stamp and Everything Nice. I can't wait to show you guys up close and personal some of the inspiration and talk about some of the really fun products like this acrylic storage container that we have now that are all parts of the Everything and Everything Nice release. These products are available exclusively at simonsaysstamp.com. I'll be showing them each to you individually. Probably take 60 to 90 minutes today, but I'll tell you what, it is totally worth watching, commenting. Reed and Brian are going to be looking at the chat. Oh, hey, Wendy Visser's in the chat. Wendy, it's good to see you. I always love how you came to the Simon Says Stamp warehouse back in the old days before we were even taking up this whole warehouse. Oh, Dawn's got Halloween up. It's okay, Dawn. This is a judgment-free zone. We will not judge. It's just the excitement of the festivities of the season that have me, I think, motivated to get all of this wonderful holiday decor, like some of the makes I have behind me, up. Happy holidays. This is the best time of year to start. The weather for here in Ohio is crappy, it's yucky. It's a good time this weekend to get organized. Compartmental make if that's what's best for you. I think it's best for me, especially when I get overwhelmed. Hello, I see a hi Heidi. Is that Desiree? Brooklyn is in the house. We've got people all over the world watching, even Florida. Oh, Florida, you're not struggling with the weather like I am, but that's okay. So what I want to talk about a little bit is, well, I guess I'll first start. I love surprises. So we do have a surprise for any of you watching us live today. At the very end, we have the biggest giveaway we have ever done at Simon Says Stamp during a live. Somebody random will be selected from the chat. Reed will be selecting somebody, and you are going to get something that I will show on camera at the end of our live today. So make sure you're commenting, engaging. Let us know what you like, what you're thinking about. Tell us where you're from. We love hearing from all of you. That's like the beauty of this live. So the live thing, there's a chat. If you guys are watching live, you can see that. There's a chat. If you're watching on rewatch, you can see the chat, but you can't engage in the chat. I love these lives because I get to hear from each of you like we're talking right now. Nina Marie Trapani is on there. She loves surprises. Oh, now the chat's going really fast. Reed, now that we have this giveaway, the chat's going so fast, it's hard for me to even get them. But don't you worry. I know Reed will find somebody, a random person will get selected for this really wonderful surprise at the end of our live today. In the meantime, I'm going to answer just a couple questions we had about the dies we launched earlier this week that coordinate with our Tim Holtz stamps. So I'm going to take a minute and just go through all 6 of them briefly and remind you all and answer the questions that I see popping up. Yes, these dies are available at Simon Says Stamp. They're available and will be restocked. So when something sells out, which we already had one of them sell out and get restocked, when things sell out, we are restocking. This set of dies is from the Festive Collage collection. So Tim's Festive Collage stamps are available at Simon Says Stamp, but really at all sorts of places. If you have them already in your stash, now we have the coordinating dies, the Festive Collage coordinating dies that go with them. We sell them as a bundle, or you can just purchase the dies if you already have the stamps. You may find this board gives you a really good indicator of how detailed those dies are. So Festive Collage. We also now have the Scribbly Christmas dies. These will be restocked when they sell out. That was a question that we had. However, restocking on dies takes a really long time, especially this time of year. So if you love these, I don't think you should wait. They go with Tim's Scribbly Christmas Cling stamps. And if you want to see the beautiful detail, especially on the sentiments, I'm going to show you that board. And I lost my, just pretend like there's one more Christmas tree on that board. But you can see how wonderful the detail is on the dies that coordinate with the stamps. And they're already detabbed. Brian, I actually think I lost it in my pile, so I know you're looking over there to help me, but I think it's gonna be I don't think you're gonna find it over there. So that was Scribbly Christmas, but thank you for looking. This one is called Holiday Sketchbook. So I stamped with my favorite black stamping ink, our Simon Says Stamp Versifying Claire, and then I die cut with these fabulous holiday sketchbook dies. Like I said, they're detabbed and they coordinate perfectly with Tim's holiday sketchbook stamps. I'm just doing a quick run through. We're about halfway finished of the products that launched earlier this week. Just to remind everybody, they are going to be restocked. We actually had a second shipment come in. We got really lucky. So the one set, this set that sold out quickly, is already restocked, but the other restocks will be taking a few weeks at least. So this is called Tattered Christmas, and this is the original stamp set. It's a Tim Holtz Cling. This is the exclusive to Simon Says Stamp dies, Tattered Christmas. They are available now at simonsaystamp.com. I've got another one called Holiday Things. Holiday Things are literally holiday things. They coordinate with the Tim Holtz Holiday Things stamps. These are very traditional stamp images. The candle, the pine cone, Santa Claus with his looking at the list, the magnifying glass looking at his list, a star, the earth, a Christmas tree, of course a beautiful deer, oh my goodness, with a huge rack, the sled, the pine, just beautiful traditional holiday things, and the dies cut out the holiday things so beautifully. As you can see here, even the wreath cuts out the inside detail. That die cuts out the beautiful detail. One more that I will be showing you. This, I think this was my favorite on Monday. My favorites have kind of sometimes changes. Do you guys have that in your making? One day yellow is your favorite, the next day green's your favorite. Well, I'm like that with stamps. This is my favorite. Holiday postmarks. These are Tim's. What a great assortment of holiday postmarks. The letter, the Christmas delivery, the very Merry Christmas to you, an actual tree, Santa Claus post office. This is great to put on your envelopes and even to put on the front of your cards. When cut with our magnificent dies, you can see how detailed they are. And I'm going to tell you that some of these are also embossed. For example, this right here is also embossed. So if you actually put it over top of your stamp and feel it, you can see the raised edges. It allows you to do some really cool techniques. And this one is embossed as well, the Mail Early for Christmas. So it will cut and emboss. See these little lines? That's an indicator that those images are going to also be embossed. Okay, so that's my run through of products that were launched earlier this week. They are all available at simonsaystamp.com. Now I'm going to take you through the release from yesterday, I guess. Boy, time flies. Today's Friday. This is our sea foam cardstock. You can see it looks very similar to my background here, but I love this color and how great for the season. So this is our classic Simon Says Stamp cardstock. There's actually 8 sheets in the pack. Sorry if I get a little bit blurry. I see people in the chat talking about making your own ephemera. You know what? I didn't think about that with those postmarks. That's a really good idea. Okay, so this is from our And Everything Nice, our Simon Seafoam cardstock. Another beautiful product is called Sparkle Season. So we are launching these Sparkle Season layering stamps along with their coordinating dies. And on the back, we give a little diagram of how beautiful these are when they're stamped. And then thank you to Heather Hoffman. Heather, thank you. I think you might even be in the chat. She stamped and cut these for me so I could attach them to these black boards and show them to you today. So we really have people from all over the world who are contributing to all the beautiful products that you're seeing. Okay, question. Can the dies for the holiday, oh, it went fast. Maybe I can answer that later, or do you know the answer?
It's can the dies for the holiday sketchbook fit in a Sizzix sidekick, or can most of them fit? I purchased it and would have a great sale the day that Tim and you had the water class. So it's asking if those dies fit through the sidekick, which they do. It's just all about orientation. You might have to put some longer rather than side by side, but a majority of them do fit, if not all.
Okay, good answer. Okay, so these are the sparkle seeds. Could you guys all hear Reed? He answered that question, but it looks like you guys are giving me, okay, you could hear Reed. This is from the Sparkle Season stamp and die set. This is what they look like when layered. So you just stamp each of these 3 layers with the 4th to create this wonderful image. And there's a little thing on the back that shows you layering possibilities. If you're using a MISTI tool or any kind of stamp positioning tool, these layering stamps become a lot of fun and pretty easy to use. I know I've got a lot of stamps and glitter on my desk here, so you can just ignore my glitter bomb. I literally like to purposely dump the glitter bombs on my desk, so I will probably never stop that. It's just too much fun. Another item from our And Everything Nice collection. How adorable. Oh my goodness. Baby fawn. So I see a lot of you saw Laura do a reveal video of this release. Laura Basson, thank you, Laura. It's on our Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be showing you the products from the release with inspiration from designers all over the world. So this is called Baby Fawn. It's stamps and dies. This is what it looks like cut out. And now I'm going to move into some of the inspiration from this launch. For example, we have a 3D folder that's part of our And Everything Nice collection, and it's called Leafy Double Garland. It's our classic high quality 3-dimensional folder. And you can see here, Jessica Vasher gave us a great example of that 3-dimensionality. She added, I think those are Lisa Horton metallic inks on the top, and really brought out the detail in that folder. I don't know if my light, Reed, what do you think of that? Do you think that light is showing the detail in the folder?
Yeah, I like that angle the most.
Okay, so that just gives you an idea of how 3D our embossing folders are. Now I've got another item in this release that has a 3D, but also comes with a die. This is called Star Bright. It's a 3D embossing folder. Comes with a separate die in the packaging. So if you get this and say, where's my die? It's in there. You just have to open it up. It's taped to the back of this embossing folder so it doesn't get lost. So this one is called Star Bright. And you can see Heather actually embossed a piece of Tim Holtz Classic cardstock, Metallic Classic, the craft. Oh, I love this cardstock. And you can see how beautiful that is. And then she actually used the die when she cut on she cut on some silver metallic cardstock. See how that 3-dimensionality comes through? So she ran this through her embossing machine and then die cut it with that star that's included. And I have some inspiration you can see, like Kaylash created this. Here's a really fun piece. This one is by Mum Says, M-U-M-C-E-Z. She's on Instagram. I want to show you this because she has really incredible pieces of art. She actually made this as almost like a festive dream catcher. And she used this embossing folder. She fussy cut the bigger stars and then created little shakers. How fun is that? I don't know if I'm doing, maybe if I pull this aside, you guys can see that better. Is that better, Reed?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. And then I have Joe Sisavath did one that's white on white. So he embossed on white and then cut out the white stars. And more mixed media from Kyle Ash. Kyle Ash put some different colors on hers. So all of these projects are using the Star Bright embossing folder with the die. And you know, while we're at it, I'm going to show you a few more embossing folders that are part of our And Everything Nice launch. What do you guys think of embossing folders? If you're in the chat and you've used an embossing folder before, give me an emoji. If it's a heart, a thumbs up. If you have used any embossing folder before, show us, let us know. I'm curious because we are continuing to develop more products with embossing folders like dies and stencils. And if the enthusiasm is still high, I want to keep for 2026, I want to keep doing that. If you guys are loving them and using them, we want to keep giving you lots and lots of options. This is a good project. This is by RP Shutterbug. She actually used a really interesting blackout method on her. This is the embossing folder. She cut a piece of white cardstock and then colored in detail the indented parts. Oh, good. I'm seeing a lot of emojis. That's good because we do have a lot of products coming out with embossing folders in 2026. So I love how she used blackout, but she didn't solid black out her background. Oh, look at the embossing folder, love. Yes, yes, yes. Melody, I like how you even spelled the word heart. I get it. I hear you. I catch what you're throwing us. Love that you use it. Will we, oh, that went too fast for me. I'm sorry. Reed, you might need to read the chat too. And then I've got another piece. This is by Nicole Brown, Inspiration, using the same embossing folder. And this is another white on white. So Joe Sisafat did white on white and Jean Doringsfeld did white on white here. And then all of these other products are part of our Simon Says Stamp collection of products too. So if you want to know more, Jean Doringsfeld is studio-jd.com. She also posts on her social media, jean.studiojd. And you can see how she makes a lot of her projects. So I actually, while we're still talking about embossing folders, I'm glad there's a lot of emojis in the chat. That means, because we got quite a few embossing folders to share with everybody today. This one is called Poinsettia Frame, and you can see different colors. Emily Midget did her poinsettias in vibrant reds and pinks, but look at Joe Sisavath. Joe Sisavath went a little bit more into the greens and the blues. And this one, oh yeah, yeah, Heather from Houses Built of Cards, she did the whiteout technique, but she did it with our new ink. Okay, Holly Jolly, don't be confused. That's from a different product I will show you in a minute. But Heather used the embossing folder to do the whiteout, blackout, ink out, I guess I'll call it, technique. And she used brand new for our And Everything Nice launch, our brand new ink shell. And if you guys know Simon Says Stamp, you know we love to release ink as a trio. So we have shell, coral, and salmon. And if you know Simon Says Stamp, these are the only 3 colors we're launching with this release. We also have the coordinating re-inkers available. So shell, coral, and salmon are available as a trio. You can purchase them individually. You can get them with their re-inkers. We try to just give you lots of options. And yes, in true Simon Says Stamp form, we have adhered the identity labels to the sides of the ink pads for you. Yes, yes, yes. So shell, salmon, and coral. And I love that Heather from Houses Built of Cards created this inspiration using these colors. Love, love, love. As a matter of fact, we have such magnificent inspiration. I'm gonna put these, I'm making a mess over here, Reed, I'm sorry. Reed's my cleaner. He's always taking care of things over here. This has been just remarkable. Have you guys seen this yet? This is a stamp set. Holly Jolly. See on the back how it comes together. We also have coordinating dies that will cut out the Holly Jolly as well as the Hava and Christmas. I'm getting all my accessories together to show you guys. I want to show you the different kinds of options we have. I mean,
you're
trust me,
good.
this is worth waiting for.
While she's doing that, one of the questions was, is everything from this release going to be restocked? Is it limited edition?
That's a good question. Everything from this release is going to be restocked. Yes, yep. Okay. Lilac Art, pronounced Thais, LYLLACK.ART. If Beth can put that in the chat for me, LYLLACK.ART. How cool is this? She used the Sketch Mansion there, but Sketch Manor, I'm sorry. She used it in blue tones on this card and then red and greens on this card. She used a pen. So you wonder, with those holly jolly stamps, how did she create all of that fun, whimsical detail? She used a white pen. Great. I've seen Kathy Rakusin do that a lot through the years from the Daily Marker. She will stamp something and then use a pen. But notice what's special about these layering stamps. You can just stamp holly jolly if you want. But this weird looking stamp right here and these weird looking images down here, they layer to create that 3D effect on your stamp. So it's literally a layering stamp set. This is $15.99. It is absolutely incredible. The Christmas font and the Hava font, love. Joyful and bright, love. Love the sentiment of all of it, and it comes together. Now, there's lots of other ways to use holly jolly, like Rick Adkins created a card with our new pinks and peaches. Love that. He did that with salmon, coral, and shell. And also by Lilac Art, a little bit of a different card. She actually put our Simon guy in the middle. Simon, my dog. I love that. She created a shaker card. And look at the scene that Lilac Art created here. She added some other Tim Holtz dies and added some gold. See, she die cut these twice with black cardstock and gold cardstock and just slid them over when she taped them together slightly to create a gold shadow. Isn't that cool? So she used the thinlits that are called, is there a question?
Oh, yeah. They want to see the Sketch Manor. They're asking what that is again. The Sketch Manor is a stamp set that comes from a Stampers Anonymous set that we have coordinating dies. Yep,
that's a Tim Holtz product called Sketch Manor, and the stamps and the dies are available at Simon Says Stamp. And what is so special, I think the dies might even, they're for Halloween, these went crazy. So if they're out of stock right now on the website, just click notify me when back in stock, because we are restocking the Sketch Manor dies. They're just layered dies. It looks complicated, but I promise you it's not. And we have video associated with that product on the website to show you if you need any help stacking your dies to create this magnificent Sketch Manor. But what's cool about the Sketch Manor is it doesn't have to be a creepy manor. It doesn't have to be Halloween-y. You can make it, you can add lights, you can add reds and greens, and I even love that there's blues, and you can make it festive for the holiday too. You can decorate your house however you want.
Speaking of lights, will you turn the manors on? They both turn on.
What? Reed, look at that. So Sketch Manor has a light? Oh my goodness. You guys, I know we're talking about the Holly Jolly, but what a great way to put products together. So these are Simon Says Stamp Wafer dies for Sketch Manor, the Tim Holtz Sketch Manor stamps. Wow. Isn't that cool? I know you guys, I know even Brian and Reed are back here going gaga over this stuff. And then Jean Doringsfeld used Holly Jolly without the Sketch Manor and created that. And then Jessica Vasher went pastel with her Holly Jolly. I mean, you guys, This is incredible. So I don't know if Beth put this in the chat. I'm going to put a little sticky note here so you guys can all see the lilac art. It's LYLLACK_art. That is her Instagram. Isn't that incredible? Thais. So her name is Thais. I mean, just so grateful that designers, we send makers from all over the world our products, and then they in turn mail us back these beautiful pieces of art. Just absolutely stunning. I mean, this, I got to put the little puppy behind me on the shelf. That's going to be, he's going to have a special spot. Okay, I'm going to keep going. And I think the next one I'm going to do is a set that has the most bang for the buck of probably any stamp and die set we have at Simon Says Stamp. We price this for both under $50. It's a $24.99 stamp set. The dies that coordinate are right here. The stamps are called Nostalgic Christmas. Look at how much imagery is in this set. And if you have a hard time imagining from just looking at the stamps, well, we created a board as well. So there's beautiful ornaments, the classic sentiments, joy to you, Merry Christmas, holiday wishes, peace and love. And you can stamp them and die cut in incredible detail. Of course, there's a beautiful stag, our favorite. I just love snowflakes. A tree, and the tree even has a cute little teddy bear and some gifts under it. So this is begging for you to be coloring with your Copics or watercolors. Oh, this is just phenomenal. There's even ornaments that you could color in. A pretty bow, pine, even some twinkling lights and things. And again, this is called Nostalgic Christmas. The dies and the stamps are available exclusively at simonsaysStamp.com. I had a make for it and I already, I was gonna say, I had a make for it and I already put it away. The colors, Emily Midget chose these really fun greens and blues for that. How fun are those ornaments with the embossing powder on top of it? And then a very classic card by Nina Marie Trapani. And I think it was Nina who actually curated this set. So Nina, you're in the chat. Let me know, was it you that curated these stamps called Nostalgic Christmas? And I love that she created a shaker card. I think if we did an awards, you know how there's like Academy Awards and like countdowns at the end of the year of your favorite products and your favorite things. I think shaker cards would be a 2025 winner. People are just loving shaker cards. So this is a good shaker card. Okay, what should we show next? You guys want to see some more embossing folders? Because I've got another fun embossing folder. This one is called Christmas Angels. Oh, this we had something similar a few years ago that sold out before the season was even over. Here's a good indicator. This one's by Heather. Thank you, Heather, for showing us the detail. This is on the Tim Holtz Craft cardstock. We have Tim Holtz Classic cardstock. I love his classic cardstock for these 3D embossing folders. And then I've got a beautiful sample by Emily Midget. Emily used some more blues. She did the blackout technique with blue ink to really make the detail of that pop. But you can also just use some kind of metallic to make your embossing folder pop too. I've got another embossing folder while we're on the embossing folders I really want to show you. This one is called Wispy Pine Needle Frame. And you can see here how it creates a frame around your art. Dun-dun. And I have it by Heather in black to show you like another option. So imagine putting your messaging in the center. That's what's nice about this embossing folder. It has a big open space in the middle, so you guys can put your message in there. I mean, it could be holiday cheer. It can be thank you for being my cozy in the cold. It can be any kind of message that you want. But this is called the Wispy Pine Needle Frame. And then I know this product is from, oh, I found it, so you guys don't need to. I'm just over here making a mess, and Brian and Reed are cleaning up after me. So thank you guys for being such good sports. How's everybody in the chat doing? I saw in the chat that people are doing their holiday stuff, putting out their holiday decorations. It's time to get in the spirit. Snowy hillside, we're getting snow here in Ohio, supposedly this weekend. Tracy Ware put her snow scene into play. Natalia created a card and colored in her snow scene. This is called Snowy Hillside. Another snowy scene. I'm not sure who made this card. I wonder if it was Nina or somebody. I'm not sure. There's no name on the back of it. And, oh, Natalia, this is just gorgeous. Natalia makes these cards that look like they're metal pieces of art. And I don't think she's even using metal. I think she's using metallic cardstock, like that Tim Holtz classic cardstock I was showing you guys a minute ago. Look at Natalia. She used this embossing folder and created a whole scene out of it just by coloring. So make that image your card front, or make it something that you put on your shelf. Like I've been putting all these things on my shelf behind me. This is that cut and, well, really embossed in just the classic silver cardstock. It looks very similar to the packaging, but I just have these so you guys can see how glorious this stuff is in real life. And even the back of it. I mean, the back is a treasure too. That craft cardstock has a craft back to it. So that's actually something that's really fun for you to use in your art and in your makes as well. I mean, woohoo! Okay, I won't say anymore, I promise.
I love it.
Oh, Reed, you're a good sport. Oh, I want to give a shout out. Speaking of, I was going to say, oh, your mom must love you. My daughter's home from school today because they don't have school today. They have their girls' soccer team is going to state this afternoon. I'm so excited for all of them. My dear friend's daughter is the goalie. I'm so excited for these girls. So my daughter and her friends, they had a sleepover at my house last night. So when I said goodbye to them before coming to the live, I was telling them that we had a product launch today, and I don't know if they're really in the chat watching or not, but they said, okay, we're gonna watch. So, you know, they ordered their Starbucks and are having a nice chill day. The school, I think the school already had the day planned to be off because of winter, not winter, fall break. So it came into coincidental handiness that the state championship girls soccer game is today. Here I've been showing you products that are all made with this Mary cover plate. This is a great value at Simon Says Stamp 2. This is a cover plate that covers the whole front of an A2 card. However, you can also use the letters from it. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I've been telling you guys about the Mum Says on Instagram in my lives. Her makes are so extraordinary and fun. She didn't do a cover card on hers. She actually created a really, really big card. And look at all the magic. Pull the candy canes. She knows I love surprises. Thank you, Mum Says. And she put little surprise messages in all of the boxes. Thank you. How fun is that? Speaking of surprises, Reed, don't forget, you better be watching that chat because you know we've got one lucky winner that's going to win the biggest prize we've ever given during one of our lives today. So if you guys are commenting in the chat, Reed is looking at you. Reed's watching for your names to come up. I mean, how just wonderful is that? Okay, another really cool product. I know that Sherry Carroll developed these. The makes with this is really extraordinary. These are angel wings. So we have angel wings dies that cut out perfectly these stencils. It's a set of 3 stencils and they layer on top of each other. And when you layer them, like Anne Fine did here, Anne, I love this. This is on our alternate images on our website. So if you look at the stencil on our website, it's called Angel Wings, you will see alternate images of how to use the product. And Anne Fine's image is there, this one, which is just extraordinary. Look at the layers. She even added layers of florals into her wings. And then I've got another one. Betsy Green created this beautiful layered card. I love to see how the designers all came up. Makers came up with different ways and different ideas for layering. And Maggie Haas even decided to make her angel wings look a little bit more like greenery in the back of her peace, hope, and joy. And I've got something that's extra eccentric. I know we're focusing a lot on the holidays, but check this out. Tracy Ware turned hers into a Halloween. Well, I guess it's not necessarily Halloween. You're my ride or die. Do you guys have a ride or die? Reed, Dana's probably your ride or die, I'm guessing. I'm guessing Brian's got Rachel ride or dies. I've got some friends of mine, actually the friend whose daughter's playing in the soccer game. I'm like, we're ride or die. So ride or die is a fun kind of sentiment to send to somebody, not necessarily even just for Halloween, but how fun is that? Tracy Ware, Love it. Oh, so these stencils, there's 3 of them in this package. They're called Angel Wings, and they do coordinate perfectly with the dies. And you can get these extra words out of the dies too, the hope, peace, and joy. All right, I'm gonna move to the next inspiration. We've got so many fun things to share with you guys today. This changing the tune a little bit. This is a really cute, fun, whimsical, cozy in the cold stamp set. It's a 6x8 stamp set, which means it's 6 inches by 8 inches. So 8 inches this way and 6 inches this way for $24.99. That's a lot of stamps for that price. And of course, we've got the coordinating dies because a lot of you are like me and you want to cut all of the details out of the images perfectly, like Emily Midget did here. And I love how Emily actually stamped on our new Seafoam cardstock. Instead of white, she just stamped on colored cardstock. Renee Bergeron, look at the layers in here. Can you guys tell from the screen how beautifully layered that is with a star? Yes, I love, 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 love those. Okay, somebody said something about being memorized by the live stream. Is it all of these beautiful samples? Because man, these samples are really extraordinary. And I like, who was this? Joe Sisaveth, stamped in black, but he made his background colorful instead of the stamped images colorful. That's a good play on how to do it. Maggie Haas created a scene. Barbara Terriau used our dome dies to create a really interesting card shape. Tracy Ware, you know, the one that did the Ride or Die card. Look, she does cutesy too. I love that with makers. I think Sherry Carroll's really good at that too. Jessica Vasher created this scene. Love the little heart. Is that heart part of the set? Huh. That is not, that heart is not part of the stamp set, but the magic will be in figuring out which one that's from. And then Jessica Vasher also embossed with white and did ink blending and coloring. Thankful for you, snow or shine. So if you have somebody that doesn't necessarily celebrate Christmas, you still have a good reason to send them a festive card this time of year. I feel bad for the people whose mailboxes this time of year don't have fun mail in them. A lot of my neighbors have all this, like I'll see them out in the street when I'm getting my mail and we'll chat in the street a little bit. And they've got all these bills in their hands. And I feel so lucky that a lot of makers and people in my industry make cards, and I have fun colored packages and envelopes. And you guys, I don't know if you saw the package that Mario sent me, which was fantastic. It even had cookies in it, for crying out loud. I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. I've got another stamp set here that's festive called, what is this one called? Oh, this one's called Country Birds. Thanks, Reed. So even if you're not into all holiday card making, you can see we have added sentiments on here. Thinking of you, happy birthday. It has a cute little letter box with the happy birthday words. Oh my goodness, let me show you. Heather stamped and cut these out for me, and I just want to show you the magnificent detail. This might be where Tracy got her heart from. Good eye, Brian, I tell you. So these are called Country Birds, and so you can see all of the dies that cut these images. And we actually have a card from Nina Marie. Nina, was this one of the sets that you curated? I think if you're in the chat. Oh yeah, you want fun stuff in your mailbox, not medical bills. That's the other thing a lot of people have in their mailbox. Medical bills, school bills, all kinds of bills. We don't love that in our mailbox. Okay, another fun, did I already show you guys this or am I dreaming? The Cozy in the Cold?
Yeah, we already saw it because it had the heart.
So Cozy in the Cold, I just want to also show you my board for. So thank you for being my Cozy in the Cold. Thankful for you, rain or shine, snow or shine. Merry Christmas. Have a flurry of fun. Wishing you warmth and love. This imagery is so fun to color, and you've got fun sentiments. I'm telling you, the snowflakes, if I were to talk about 2025 season, I would also say snowflakes. Hot, hot, hot. We talk about shaker cards, and I would say snowflakes. So this is the Cozy in the Cold collection. Sorry, I didn't show you my board when I originally showed you that.
Nina's mom.
Oh, that was Nina's mom that did that set.
With the Country Birds, yep.
The Country Birds. So thank you, Anne-Marie Trapani, Nina's mom. Nina is our graphic designer. She's so much more than a graphic designer. She's more like an operational designer. She knows about the packaging and the labeling and our graphics on digital and the kits coming together. And her mom is also a great illustrator here who created that stamp set. I'm going to show you another product. This is called Warm Mug. It's a set of 2 stencils, and there is a coordinating die that goes along with it. See that? That will cut out the images on these 2 stencils perfectly. And to give you some examples of that, here are some makers who stenciled. This one is Kailash, who stenciled and then cut out with a die. And then Enza created this. I like that Enza actually made hers a whole card. So you don't have to just do an A2 shaped card. Do something like this, especially if you're giving somebody like a bottle of wine or a bunch of hot chocolate or coffee or something. I mean, this is perfect for that. But if you're giving them a gift along with it, how fun is it to have this little card attached to the gift? And then Meg Brooks did something similar with an embossing folder in the background. I love that Jessica Vasher chose to make her mittens and her coat pink. I have such a sweetness in my heart for pink, whereas Jean Doringsfeld did some blue. All of this is the Warm Mug. It's hard when you look at it this way to see what it is, but it's the Warm Mug, made in the USA, stencils, and all of this is from our And Everything Nice collection. If you want something that talks a bit about the Savior and about the birth of Christ, this Holy Night is a classic set with Jesus in the manger. And we have, I don't know if that's probably a representation of Joseph and Mary praying. And I mean, I think that when Jesus was born, it was probably actually warm-ish in a warm environment. This symbolic of the animals that were in the stable. We've got Holy Night, Joy to the World. Of course, we have coordinating dies that go with it. If you want to see the details of all of this, I have a board with the stamps and the dies cut out perfectly, and then a classically gorgeous card. Thank you, Jean Doringsfeld, for sending this. May your Christmas be filled with love. Oh, this Holy Night, this is what I want. Oh, I'm glad you guys like this. I love it, so beautiful. Oh, I love the manger. I love the manger scene too. It really is the reason for the season. And sometimes when we're making our holiday makes, it's nice for us all to come together and remember when the peace and the love and the joy are in our hearts. I don't want to go on a tangent, but that's where I believe it comes from. So this is the reason for the season. This is another set. I'm showing you the board first, and I'm going to show you the stamps and dies, called Peace Bird. So I believe that the bird shaped like this often represents something like the Holy Spirit. It's also a bird that can be added, the figs, the messaging on the stamp set, joy, hope, peace, blessings. We put them together for sending hope, boundless joy, and good cheer on earth for the coming year. Great sentiments on the set. It's called Peace Bird. And this is a set of cards made by Amanda Fitter. Amanda, if you're watching or if you're on rewatch, it was a pleasure meeting you. I remember meeting Amanda years ago at Stamp Away. Oh. She lives in Cincinnati and she approached us. She is a beautiful card maker. Look at this set of cards that she made. And so how great is it that when you get to meet somebody in person and then you have a virtual relationship too, where you get to work together in different ways. So Amanda, thank you for sending those beautiful cards. I have some other cards. Mary Reiner, speaking of somebody who's local, Mary is actually here in Columbus, Ohio. I've got a card. I need my glasses for this one. Sorry, guys. This is by Adriana Arminio. Maybe if Beth is in the chat and knows how to link Adriana Armadillo, that I'm sorry if I am messing up the name, because I really appreciate that she sent projects with us. She also sent this card, the Sending Peace and Joy. She also sent this beautiful card. She turned her bird into an angel. I think that's really cool. She also sent this card, and all of these products also have the Hope Peace Bird individual die. I think that's different. This is the set that was used to cut out my board, the Peace Bird set. So it's kind of, I mean, sorry I made that mistake. Sometimes when you're live on camera, you're reading stuff, you're holding stuff, you're looking in different directions, you kind of lose your train of thought. I lost my train of thought, sorry. The Peace Bird dies go perfectly with the Peace Bird stamps. I just overcomplicated it by bringing in another product. Sorry about that. And this is what the stamps and dies look like. They're so perfectly cut and detailed. This is what makes our card making go like up an extra level when we're die cutting them in the perfect images. Now, you guys, if you're watching, we do have a free gift promotion going on right now. And if you purchase anything from this release, anything from the And Everything Nice release, you are going to be getting a free little gift. The last time we did this release, this was the free gift, Warm Thoughts. So now we are introducing it to all of you as part of our regular collection. This item is no longer a free gift. This item is now available for purchase at Simon Says Stamp, and there's coordinating dies called Warm Thoughts. This is how beautifully detailed they stamp and they cut. Reed, do you happen to know the name of the free gift for this month?
Yeah,
for this
candles.
It's called Christmas Candles. And we have a blog hop right now. So if you look at the Simon Says Stamp blog, now while I'm talking to you, I know it's like my kids, I start talking, they start looking at their phone and their watch. But after the live or anytime this weekend, make sure you check out our blog hop, because a lot of the makers that sent these cards in are part of that blog hop. And you can see all the great ways for your imagination to spark ideas. Whether you have these specific products, I mean, maybe you'll go to the blog hop and you'll see how somebody used these products and you'll have to have that exact stamp set. I like that. I mean, that's cool. That's one of the reasons why we talk about them and showcase them. But I hope also in a blog hop, you guys get lots of inspiration for ways to use the stuff that you already have. You start thinking about your embossing folders and you're like, oh, I can just put a pine embossing folder with a sentiment on the front of it and have a card. That can be enough. Like, you just get different ideas. And what's up, Reed?
And just a little secret for the people watching live, just like last month, you can purchase the coordinating die. So you can get the gift with purchase for free and then get the coordinating die.
That's a good tip. Do we happen to have those here, or are those in
They're
the
not
warehouse?
okay. Yeah, they're not here.
If you guys want to see that, you have to actually go to our blog hop. Go to the SimonSaysStampBlog.com and you'll see what the stamp set looks like. And the coordinating dies, what's the name of it again?
Christmas candle.
Christmas Candle. So if you look Christmas Candle up on our website, I'll take this away. If you look Christmas Candle up on our website, you will see the coordinating dies that go with that free gift. The coordinating dies are not a free gift. It's just the stamps that are the free gift. Okay, but I'm going to move on. I'm sorry, I am live, so I go from one direction to the next. It's kind of my personality. My mom likes to say I bounce off the walls. Many of you, I hope in my live stream today, also can understand and are the same way. Many of you who live with people like me, God bless you. Thank you. So for now, we'll talk about wrapped in scarves. This is a 4x6 stamp set. Stamps are made in the USA. We also have the coordinating dies and beautiful, oh my goodness, Melanie Barrett. Thank you for sending this glorious card. I love the reds and the blues. There's a tag, even has some jingle bells on it, that has been sent in too. Love the colors. Emily Midget, thank you, Emily. She colored in her snowman, colored in the cardinal on his hat. I mean, the background, so vibrant. This is by Mum Says, and it can be used as an ornament. So she attached a little ribbon on the top of her make, and it says Snowman Kisses and Warm Wishes. This is a great hostess gift. If you know you're going to be going to some parties, even if it's your nephew or your niece, everybody loves to receive a little hostess gift. Y'all know when you have people over, it can be stressful. I don't know, maybe it's not stressful for you, but I love having people over. It is a little bit of stress having people over, making sure the house is clean and what did I forget? Do I have all the ingredients for my pumpkin pie? All that it gets stressful. So when somebody comes and brings you a hostess gift, especially when it's handmade, it's just extra special. It's like, oh, this is so nice. The party's over. I cleaned up the mess. And now look at this beautiful token of gratitude and something I have to remember this wonderful time that we had together. So whether it's a card or a little Christmas ornament or a little picture that people can put on their desk, if you're making for the season, I'm not trying to pressure you guys into making stuff. I'm just giving you ideas because making is so good for our souls that if you're going to make, think about making gifts too. This is actually by the same artist, but this was the other product that I already put away, the Warm Wishes. Okay, so I'm gonna clear these off and keep going. This is really fun. Oh, this layering stamp set is so much fun. It's called Festive Merriment. Oh, so much fun. I want to find, here it is. And thank you to Heather Hoffman, cut and die cut, stamped and die cut all of these for me. The little numbers show you how they layer. So like, well, first of all, there's a thing on the back that will show you how you can layer these together, but we also make it very easy. So like E1 goes with E2. C1 goes with C3 and C2. A1 goes with A1 and A2. So it's like all the F's go together, all the D's go together. Some of them are a two stamp, some are a 3-stamp process, but that's how you achieve multiple colors. So you stamp the gingerbread in brown. See, there's the gingerbread, G1, or the gingerbread man. And then you take G2 and you can ink up G2 in like a salmon color or a red color or a black color. That's how you achieve these colored images all in one stamp. You're using these layered stamps. They're called Festive Merriment. And look at this. So Heather then actually made a card, thank you, using the set. And I love the font of the Have a Christmas. That's from the Holly Jolly set we went through a little bit ago. Natalia created this beautiful card. She used the Festive Merriment inside stamp. And also Meg Brooks used that Festive Merriment inside. Love here that Nicole Brown turned hers into postage. And the colors on this, RP Shutterbug Rivati. Look at the blues and the greens. Ah, great for the season. So again, just to tell you all, this stamp set is called Festive Merriment. It's a layering stamp set. Really easy to use. I promise you, this is super easy to do and use. The impact is significant. So I don't know what this bundle sells for. Beth is going to be in the chat. She's linking for us. Thank you, Beth. Would you go ahead and link the Festive Merriment Stamp and Die Bundle? I think, if memory serves me, I was shocked at the price of that Festive Merriment bundle.
The bundle was $44.97.
I mean, that's great. All of these stamps and all of these dies for under $45. Great for stamping. And every year too. They're not so trendy that you can only use them one year. Those are images that are classic. And I've got another set. This is called Warmth and Wonder. And this also has simple but very impactful layering. And so Heather, thank you again, Heather, helped me by stamping and cutting them for my board so that I could show you all when they're layered together how you get that stag has 2 colors on him, right? Like it creates shadowing. So she stamped E1 in one shade of brown, and then she stamped E2 right over the top of him with another shade of brown. And that created these really beautiful results for the multi-layered stamping. And of course we have the coordinating dies. Yep, Warmth and Wonder has the coordinating dies. And then Nicole Spohr. Nicole has a very active YouTube channel. She contributes to our YouTube channel too. She makes great videos. Nicole created this beautiful card. Love that postage same. Using the Warmth and Wonder stamp and die set. I'm gonna keep going because we have some other beautiful makes. Remember, if you guys are joining us late, I do just wanna remind everybody that Reed has the biggest giveaway we've ever done. He didn't know I was gonna do it. He was in my office getting set up for the live and I'm like, Reed, I have this idea. And he's a good sport. He's getting everything set up and he's nodding and smiling, sure, I think that's a great idea. And then when I told him what it was, he's like, oh my gosh, yeah, we have to do that. So instead of doing a gift card today, we're doing a box of goodness that you're all going to get. This is called Retro Wreath, and it is jam-packed. The stamp set is with lots of sentiments. Happy holidays, peace, hope, love, great joy, good tidings. I'm gonna get a little pointer. Feliz Navidad, winter wishes, season's greetings, hello sunshine, Merry Christmas, merry and bright, good vibes, sunny days ahead, shine bright, sending sunshine, you brighten my days, you are my sunshine, spread joy and cheer. And of course we have an of for the little sentiments that want an of. This Christmas season, You can put that together with any of these other sentiments. And from our home to yours comes with coordinating dies, which you can see here on our board, cut just perfectly and beautifully. So the dies are also called retro wreath. These stencils allow you to get these multiple colors of shading. So this is actually a set of 4 stencils. So you can get 4 different colors simply by moving. You know, it's kind of funny. I have this business group of business leaders here in Columbus, Ohio that I go meet with once a month. And this past week, I had a big meeting with them. I'm not sure if I'm lining this up right, but you guys get the idea. You can line these stencils up, and then that way you get different colors. That's how she so perfectly colored those in. Well, I used the November card kit this week and was doing a demonstration to these business owners because I was really preaching the mental health aspect of making and creating for the season. It's not just about making something so that you can give it away. It's also about the process. Like when you're making, you're spending time sometimes with the people that you love, and you're often spending time doing something that you love. And I think that is so good for your mental health. There's also this, like, I don't know a lot about neurology, but I feel it when I'm making. I feel this like joy, this like happiness, this like spirit of I don't know. It's just super relaxing. It's super chill. So we were using stencils. This is by Mom Says. She made a piece banner. And then Kailash used color on hers. There's the shaker card to create this. And everybody, both ladies were using this retro wreath. And I want to show you some other inspiration. Charlene Madrid created that. So it was funny because I gave everybody in the group, there were 7 women and 1 man, or 7 men and, okay, hold on. There were 6 men and 2 women, and only one other person in the group besides me had really made to this kind of level before. And the layering stencils, the guys were really getting down with it. Like they were having fun with it. They were talking and chatting, and like the whole vibe of the room was a little more quiet and a little more gentle and a little bit more peaceful. And we were all making cards. We were using brushes over our stencils, and you could hear the brushes rubbing against the cardstock. And one of the guys was like, wow, this is actually really fun. And I'm like, well, actually, yeah, I love this kind of stuff. So it was neat to introduce, and I would encourage all of you. Last year we did little beaded ornaments for my nieces, and we all got together for Christmas and the holiday season, even Thanksgiving. I would encourage all of you, don't be afraid to introduce new people to our craft. Even if you think they don't know how to use a clear stamp, I mean, once they see it's so simple, like the people in this room this week were like, wow, this is like saran wrap. I said, exactly. This stamp just magically sticks to the block, right? And is so easy to use. I guess I'm still talking, and I should tell you what I'm talking about. Okay, or what I'm showing with my hands. Stacked Holiday Sentiments is a 4x6 stamp set. Of course, we have the accordion dies, and guess who just came? The mailman just came. Yay! Reed, does that mean Sherry's overnighted parcel that she sent Wednesday is here? Yay! Sherry, I don't know if you're watching. She overnighted us a bunch of makes for today. And at the beginning of live, we were so sad because they didn't get here. I mean, you guys know the mail system, especially this time of year, can be extra tricky. They get so busy and there's just so much going on. So even though she overnighted that parcel to us, and this is by Amanda Fitterer. Amanda, the one we met at Cincinnati at Stamp Away. How elegant is that? So she added her sentiment to this beautiful card. So good news, Sherry, your makes arrived just in the nick of time. So Reed will be able to have those out for us here in a minute. I've got another stamp and die set that you'll see a lot of these images are used on the cards throughout today. They're the basic greetings for the holidays, and Kathy Zilski designed these for all of us. So she did a season's greetings, a happiest of holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, sending cheer, Merry Christmas in a different font, Happy Holidays, Very, Very Merry, and of course a tree. So I die cut, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 dies. And the little tree on here, some of these are probably too intricate to do dies for. So we did dies for these 5 greetings. And this is a classic stamp set. It's just on a lot of the makes I'm showing you today, so I thought now is a good time to bring it out. Reed, you can keep opening because I still have some more stuff to show.
Perfect.
And this next thing, oh, you guys, if you are looking not at your screen right now, you're gonna wanna stop what you're doing and look at your screen. Okay, the products, balcony windows. All of these dies come, oh, let me clear the area. So Mum Says continues to send us the most, thank you, fascinating, beautiful pieces. So she created the countdown for Christmas, and she used these dies to do her countdown. And how she was able to do that is these dies actually create windows that open. They create all these window frames. So they're not just a die, they're dies that open. And so you can put little hidden messages behind each of these windows and put pretty cardstock to have numbers, like this one's 1. Let's see, what did she put behind? Did she put something fun behind number 1? Oh no, my kids, I imagine grandkids like these too. So she put a little tag back there so we could put a message on there. Like I could say, Kaden, good luck at your ballet recital. She's doing the Nutcracker. Good luck. Or another one I could say, look behind the couch. I put a box of candy there, or maybe just look behind the couch. So you can put little notes to your kids or to your family. This one, she says, pull the tag and open the window. Okay, open the window and pull the tag. So Mum Says, put a message in here. Sorry, I'm live on camera, so I get, oh, she's showing us what you can do. Yeah, so I will take those off. I do appreciate the instructions because I don't always know. Especially when you're like live on camera, you just lose, I don't know. You lose your train of thought sometimes. And she added a wreath, and she added this other door that's also part of the balcony window series. Isn't this fun? Think about all the things you can make for the season, right? Okay, Reed, are you waiting to hand me something now, or do you just want to
So
do
what
it
I'm
at the
thinking
end?
is whatever I could divvy out that you haven't shown is there. And then these cards we've already gone through. So at the end, once we're done showing, we'll run through these guys, the ones that Sherry sent. So
Okay.
Everything else is good to go. You keep going.
Okay, I'm just going to show some more inspiration with the balcony windows for now. And then we got a plan for later. Natalia made this one. Got Emily Midget created this beautiful white one. There we go. And these are the balcony windows dies. Did I go too fast? I don't know if Charlene Madrid made this one and Natalia made this one. So tell that in the light. Okay, so Reed put a lot of these makes over here. Okay, I see what you did. More fun products. Boy, birds, that's the other thing. You guys are gonna sneak peek at December. We were originally gonna, has everybody in the chat heard about December? It's a trademarked event created by Simon Says Stamp, and we love die cutting so much, and we know that you guys do too. We have an event called December. It starts on December 1st every year. And we did create, but we didn't want to wait for December this year because there were little birdies that you guys were loving so much from our last release that we wanted to get those birdies winter accessories out to you sooner rather than later. So these are the birdie accessories, and the birdie dies, the winter birdies they're just little birdies. Those were part of our last Simon Says Stamp release. So now you have the little accessories, the scarves, the lights, look at all this fun stuff, the hats. You have all these little things you can add to your cute little birdies. How fun is that? I think Sherry Carroll designed these, and we couldn't wait to December to bring these out to you. So you get to get them early. But you also have heard it here first. The December is coming soon. Okay, Joy cover plate. This is an A2 sized cover plate. So it takes the whole space of your card. Cindy from CRN Cards sent that. How cool. Look at all these. Just add a little bit of color, Barbara Terrio, add different colors, and you have totally different impact. Enza, this is Nicole Brown, went very festive with hers. That is really, really festive is the word. And Meg Brooks created this. I like how she put a star on hers as well. And then the next product is a happy holiday sentiment. We all need happy holiday sentiments. It's actually 2 dies, and they shadow each other with the words happy holidays. So you can see the vellum was one of the layers, and then the happy holidays actual skinny words is another one of the layers. And I've got another cover plate, tree plate. Guess what? We didn't want to wait till December to release this one either. Look at all the great makes. This is a CZ design. So Kathy Zilski not only designed the die, she created this beautiful piece of inspiration. She put these little balls on those trees, and she created a shaker card out of the actual die. She used her, what do you call those, the negative? So she used the negative and the positive. Here, Kathy Zilski did the same thing, but she made her trees different colors. Tracy Ware, similar idea with reds and then added the word joy. Cindy from CRN Cards went classic Christmas tree color. Whereas I've got a bunch that are not, I don't know who made this card, but I love that it's multiple colors. And then Joe Sisavath, he put little pom-poms, colored pom-poms. We sell white pom-poms in our store. But you guys know if you add a little bit of marker to your pom-poms, you can make your pom-poms custom colored to whatever you're doing. Barbara Terriau added the little gold stars on the top of hers. And then Tracy Ware added little silver hearts. So how fun that people were adding little embellishments
Real quick,
to their
can you
pieces.
flip over Barbara Terriau's card? People are asking how to spell her last name.
Yes. So Barbara Terriau, if you guys tune in regularly to our lives, sends lots of beautiful inspiration for lives. And her last name is on this card. And so is her website, Barbara Terriau, Tarayayo. And she can be found papergirl1998.blogspot.com. So Barbara is a very consistent contributor to our product launches. You probably hear her name come up a lot. And then I kind of sneak peeked this a little bit ago, the Hopeful Peace Bird. Cindy from CRN Cards actually embossed white cardstock and then cut it in this shape. I thought that was pretty cool. And another item that was used on this card is nested stars. So you've probably seen some stars here and there. Here's another one. RP Shutterbug did this. She actually went birthday with her stars. And then here, she put all of my happiest memories include you. So stars are great for this time of year, but they're also great for every time of year. It's one of those classic shapes, right? Oh my gosh, I love this. Did Sherry send this?
No, I think Joe?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, this.
Be careful with it. It's delicate.
So beautiful. Okay, so this is a Frosty Tree Gathering set. This is a die. Is it one die? Here, let me open it. I think it's one die that Joe cut. I want to show, yeah, it's one die. Okay, so this is the Frosty Tree Gathering. Before I show you Joe's, I'm going to show you some of the others who are also incredibly beautiful. Emily Midget created this. Somebody who didn't put their name on it created this piece of beautiful art. Nicole Brown. Oh, I love the white and the silver and the blue. Oh my goodness. And then Joe created this beautiful dome with, see the tree, the Frosty Tree Gathering. Is that showing up on camera, Reed?
Oh, yeah.
And, oh good, Reed's grabbing it for me. There's some other dies that he used to create the scene. He used the triangle winter trees. You guys can see the triangles. He used the star from the embossing folder set. Now there is a smaller Frosty Tree trio. Is that what these are?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm not sure. I think he actually did use the small Good Eye. I think that Joe used the small Frosty Tree trio there, but we also have the Frosty Tree gathering of bigger trees. So you can see the bigger trees are here. And then a good example of the smaller trees is there. Joe, this is gorgeous. I'm putting it on the shelf behind me.
Yeah.
For the unnamed cards, they are Keisha Charles.
Thank you, Keisha. I should have known that. Because they're so colorful. Keisha Charles is an expert with color. I consider her my color expert. And then Maggie Haas, she used the Frosty Tree Trio. Say that 3 times fast. And Enza used them here. And then Sherry, the parcel we just got in the mail, also used the Frosty Tree Trio on this beautiful shaker card. Thank you for sending that in. Now, the frame around that shaker card is also part of our And Everything Nice. And so this is a circle shaker shapes set. I asked the designers the illustrators here at Simon Says Stamp, Sherry's one of them, to create this for you all so that you could have frames and make shaker cards in any kind of assortment this year. And I like that she illustrated that here in this make. So thank you, Sherry. I'm so glad Sherry's package got here just in the nick of time. And speaking of shapes, there's some triangles that are part of this launch too, the triangle world trees. I'm gonna show you a whole series of products that use the triangles. So if you've seen a bunch of triangle products as part of our And Everything Nice. So Tracy Ware created this beautiful card. The triangle world trees are special. And I don't know if you can tell that by looking at Tracy's card. One of the things that makes them special, and there's 2 dies in the set, are these embossing lines on them. But they don't just emboss. They're so deep, they actually etch. So can you guys tell on camera that that is etching on her dies? And when you ink blend on top of etching, it really adds a beautiful dimension to it all. And then Joe Sisavath did his in red here. And you can also see there's a whole series of triangle products. I'm gonna push these to the side just so I can show you more in the series. So we have a triangle Santa, we have a triangle penguin, a triangle bear, and then the triangle tab. And what this tab does, who's right here, is he makes it easy for you to make literal triangles. So Nina Marie used her triangle Santa with her triangle tab to create a 3-dimensional triangle. So you can sit these. You can sit these on your cabinet. You can sit them on, anywhere. On your table, you can make place cards with them. The kids would love these. You can put little surprises. And Nina did a triangle out of her penguin and the bear. And then the other side is, oh no, this was Sherry made all this. I'm sorry, Sherry. So Sherry did the bear and the penguin and the tree. Sherry made an ornament out of the Santa. And then I've got Maggie Haas made hers penguin triangle, and she added a bell and made her triangle. These are great to make your own ornaments. And I've got one more to show you that's a penguin. Betsy Green created this. Love that she put even glitter on hers. These are really, really easy to do. And the triangle tab cuts the cardstock like that, so there's a little flap that you fold so that you can attach each one of these. Can you see that flap right in there? And that's where you put your glue so you can make these triangles. And then interestingly, Betsy Green also sent a card using her triangle penguins. So if you don't want to make a triangle box, you can just use the flat out face like Sherry did here and Betsy did there to make fun little shapes for cards or tags or anything. So this is our triangle series. Did I go too fast on that, Reed and Brian? Because if people are, I was looking at my screen, or I was not looking at the screen, I was looking at the projects. So if there were any questions about this triangle series, I might have missed it. Now I have another product in this And Everything Nice release that is a cover plate. Oh, this almost was part of our December card kit of the month, which the December card kit is going to go live on November 14th. However, we put it in the release instead. We couldn't wait till till November 14th to launch it. So this is a large die. It covers the front of an A2 size side card. And look, it's Cindy from CRN Cards. So it created all of that space for her so she could make a shaker card, but you also could use the die cuts to create your own card front. So the positive and the negative again. And then this, which is, I believe, by Keisha Charles, because there's no name on it, she created her own paper piecing where she used the positive and the negative together. I don't know if you guys can tell that on this card, but she colored in the pieces and attached them to the frame, where this card by Emily Midget, she just attached with foam the little pop out pieces to make the front of that card. I think that's really elegant. And speaking of elegant, we've got some 3-dimensional projects with the Magical Mistletoe. So Magical Mistletoe is a set of dies. And Heather Hoffman, you guys know we sell these little boxes, these little, what do you call these? Lantern. And these were Tim Holtz find. So Tim, thank you for showing me these lanterns, because I think makers are doing some really fun things with them, and it even lights up. So Heather Hoffman took a lantern and embellished it to make a little project that you can put on your desk or on your table. You can hang it on your tree, but that is a lantern. And then we have makers that made cards with their Magical Mistletoe, like Kailash made this, and Natalia made hers look very cool and metallic-y. And I've got another project that can be hung up. This one is by Natalia. I like that she also used the sentiment strips. Have yourself a Merry Christmas, our Christmas sentiment strips that were part of our Sugar and Spice release. And then Kailash also sent this card. So lots of different ways to use the Magical Mistletoe dies. Okay, I got a few more things to show. Are we doing okay in the chat, Reed?
Yeah, everyone's doing great. There was one question that asked if we have a wish list on our website.
If you have an account at Simon Says Stamp, and all you have to do to have an account is like make a give your email address and create a password. So once you've done that, you have an account. Once you're logged in, you can create a wish list. So you basically just look at a product that you want, and then there's an option. It's very user-friendly. You click add it to your wish list, and then you can name your wish list if you would like. It's very similar to our rewards program. So the pause, if you want to be part of our rewards program, you are. All you have to do is have an account at Simon Says Stamp. That means every purchase you make is going to be applied to your rewards, your pause as we call them. And you earn pause by doing things like making purchases. You can also earn pause by following us on YouTube, by following us on Instagram. We tried to think of all kinds of fun ways for you guys to earn pause. And then different things happen throughout the year. Like Stephanie and I were just going through, if you're a I think it's Mutastic. And if Stephanie, if you're in the chat, you feel free to correct me if I'm saying this wrong. If you earn a certain status of rewards points, you're gonna get a holiday card from us this year. Yes, if you've earned a certain status. Some statuses you get free shipping once a year or twice a year. You get vouchers to use off of an order, or a rewards, I guess, discount to use off of your order. You can redeem your points for discount points. And just know that our discounts, and really it's the way that the website is set up. the people that designed it's Shopify. Our website is, we only allow one code per order. So if you're going to use a $5 coupon we have, or maybe we have a holiday promotion going, you can't enter more than one at a time. It's just, maybe someday our system will allow you to do that, but right now our system will only allow you to do one at a time. But that means you can apply your rewards at any point in time that you want. You just can't combine them with another coupon.
Stephanie message, it's the ultimate status
Ultimate.
to get that.
Thank you, Stephanie, for correcting me. She texted Reed, it's the ultimate. So if you have ultimate status, Stephanie was working this week behind the scenes to make sure that you are going to get a Christmas card from us. Well, from me, from us. So I don't know if you know this, but my name's Heidi. And yes, I am addicted to crafting. So it was my craft addiction that started this little company called Simon Says Stamp. Simon was my Boston Terrier. May he rest in peace. The company outlived Simon, which is kind of nice that the company is still here. Dogs, I wish, lived forever. But Simon Says Stamp was named after my dog. And really, this company was founded from my personal joy of crafting and making and stamping. And I have to say, I am in good company because there are so many fabulous artists and makers out there. Sherry and Nina are two great ones that continue to help us develop products to bring out to all of you. Oh my gosh, look at this card. Emily Midget, look at this. So this is actually, I'm kind of cheating because these products, the red maple, are part of our November card kit of the month. And these two products are on pre-order right now, I think. But look at the great cards. I just wanted to show you all the beautiful things. And Kathy Zilski made this one using these products. Kathy Zilski also made that one. And Kathy Zilski made that one and that one. So these are officially available at Simon Says Stamp, exclusively at Simon Says Stamp. But I wanted to make sure you saw them. They're part of our November card kit of the month, which we are just wrapping up shipping the November card kits, because you know that December card kit is going to go live November 14th. This is a set called Nutcracker Christmas. My sweet, bless her heart, little niece. It's funny. I have a little brother who I always thought, you know how you are with your brothers. And you're like, oh, he would like make fart noises and stuff when he was like 5. I don't know, he's probably embarrassed because he works here at Simon Says Stamp that I tell these stories. But he has the sweetest daughter who is in ballet, and she does the Nutcracker for the last few years. And it is so much fun. And there's little nutcrackers and cards. And if you love the ballet or love the Nutcracker, this is a great stamp set for you to put into pieces to send tags or little words of encouragement. It's called Nutcracker Christmas. And I can show you on my board here how beautifully they stamp and cut the images. And I've got some fun inspiration. This one doesn't have a name on it, so I'm assuming that's Keisha Charles. And as well as this one, a Nutcracker, beautifully colored Nutcracker. Emily Midget has her Nutcracker with extra glitter. That's a girl after my heart. RP Shutterbug. She made her Nutcracker with the green accessories around him, as well as she did a red. Who is the girl in the Is it Annabelle? You guys know, people who are watching me live in the chat, what is the little girl's name? You know, the little girl in the Nutcracker? I want to say Annabelle, but that doesn't sound right. And then I've got some more. The chat is on a little bit of a delay, so before I get the answer, I'll keep showing you beautiful pieces of inspiration, and Meg Brooks created this. So I'm excited to go see the Nutcracker again this year. It is one of those things that's
Clara.
That's Clara. Okay, not Annabelle. Clara. What was I thinking? Annabelle. So.
Haunting the Annabelle doll. You just got on Halloween. That was last week. Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know anything about Halloween movies. I don't even know what you're talking. I don't even know what you're talking about.
There's that haunted Annabelle doll. This is like based on a true. Do you remember Raggedy Ann? Like that? Those dolls, the Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls from like what?
Yes, long time ago.
Long time ago. One of them was haunted. They said it was haunted in the 60s and 70s. And there's two famous ghost hunters that were really popular that went in and like are taking ownership of it now. What are the name of the two ghost hunters? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Oh man. Well, there's an entire world based around them that it's a horror series. It's really, really good. But you know, we're in Christmas. Why are we talking about Halloween?
You took the words right out of my mouth. No, I'm teasing you. I just don't know Halloween movies. My daughter took her friends to the haunted house. I drove them and I didn't go inside, but they had chainsaws. You could hear the chainsaws in the parking lot. No, I guess they didn't have any blades. So this is called A Child is Born. I mean, how appropriate. I'm talking about chainsaws. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. At least there's people in the chat, which is on delay, talking about the sweet drummer boy. That's a much happier topic. And then this is A Child is Born. And this is great. So this card right here is this Betsy Green created this card. But I also love this type of dies. See that? They also really create great paper piecing opportunities. Like Jean Doringsfeld paper pieced that. I think this is maybe Keisha Charles because there's no name on it, paper pieced. Mary Reiner did something interesting. She die cut with a gold sparkly cardstock and just put vellum behind it to create that. Really pretty. And then Heather also used gold metallic cardstock and she created a shaker card. She used that stamp set from Peace on Earth. And check this out. Renee Bergeron actually, isn't that cool? Yeah. I think she used alcohol ink to make that. Isn't that cool? So she used an acetate in the background and then added acetate and really made that look like a stained glass window. And this is the 3-dimensional project. So that's product. So you can hang that somewhere or put that in the light in your window maybe. And all of these people used the nativity. I'm going to show you a couple more products that were part of this release that we haven't talked about too much yet. And that is these sparkle pastes. So Simon Says Stamp now has these wonderful creamy, deep, dreamy pastes. And you can use these with stencils. You can use these as little embellishments. So we have it in gold and in silver. So these are our pastes. And then, because I always like to add pops of color and interest and accessories to our launches, we also have a North Star embellishment mix. So you can see, you probably saw a lot of stars on projects today. So this North Star embellishment mix is part of the And Everything Nice release. And then we have the mulled wine embellishment mix. Also as part of the release. Were you looking for something?
Yeah, Mary's nativity card is interactive. This is what I just got a text about. You keep going.
Okay.
Oh, look.
Well, I love that everybody gets a little extra moment for the eye candy here.
Here we go. It's a trifold.
Who messaged you that?
Susan and Beth are on top of it.
Thank you. Beth and Susan are on top of it. So I'm sorry, guys, but we were talking about how Mary put vellum on the back of her gold sparkle. Well, check this out. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. And she used the dome-shaped die to create, the Simon Says Stamp dome-shaped die to create that shaped card. Really beautiful. And then I'm going to show you some of the latecomers from products. So this is Susie Plantamura, used the Cozy and the Cold stamp and dies. Susie also used the Holy Night stamp and die set. These were the ones that Sherry mailed us that just got here. Susie mails her cards to Sherry because then Sherry makes graphics for our website and stuff out of them, and Susie then gives her lots of content. And then Sherry created this 3-dimensional with the wings, the stencil and dies. And then the Holly Jolly is by Mindy Egan. Sorry, these came late, but Mindy Egan also created this beautiful. This is with the stencil with the warm mug and hands. And then Mindy created this with the embossing folder, the poinsettia embossing folder. And the Merry Sentiment stamp set with the red retro wreath stamp, die, and stencil. That's pretty. Sherry used the Festive Merriment stamps to create that. I just have a couple more pieces to show you guys. And then I've got a big giveaway and a storage. Sherry created this beautiful card. And Susie Plantamura, I love your cute little tags. She used the Baby Fun stamp and die set. The North Star embellishments. Remember those little star embellishments I showed you guys a minute ago? See, they're popping up all over on the inspiration. Thank you, Susie, for sending that. And then one other thing, I am a sucker. I don't want to say sucker. I love storage. And so also part of this Simon Says stamp and everything nice is something that I love that I use in my craft room that I was able to source for all of you. This is a wonderful little acrylic storage cup or tray, whatever you want to call it. And it's perfect for your blending brushes and your accessories. Like I have a Simon Says stamp ruler. I have a Tim Holtz splatter brush. I have a Simon Says stamp water brush. I've got this adhesive remover, the Simon Says stamp. I've got the the magnet. This thing wants to stick to everything. This is actually a magnet. The little magnet tool and a punch, because especially if you're making tags, it's good to have a punch. So this is our acrylic storage bin. I think it retails for $6.99 at Simon Says Stamp. Don't forget the rock candy. It's the secret ingredient. It is still being made, but only, I think Ranger is finished making it for the season or will soon be finished making it for the season. So it is a seasonal product, and we have it in chunky and in the vintage clear, the sparkle glitter. You probably see it all over my desk, really. And now, okay, we can go to the other camera and we'll talk about my housekeeping, I think.
Those are okay.
Pardon?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching, but I don't want to forget about our big giveaway. Before I talk about the big giveaway, I want to make sure all of our questions have been answered. You need more space. I know, my rock candy I store. See, that's my rock candy. I actually store it on my shelves in my craft room and here in my studio because I love having it on display. Those labels and those jars are so cool and beautiful, but also you can add a little dab of it here and there whenever you need it. So yes, the rock candy. Rock candy is great. So we're on to the giveaway. I see that Reed pulled a name, but I want to tell everybody what's in this giveaway. So this giveaway is a big box.
Ready to go?
In this box, I think we'll do it this way.
You want to do it this way?
In this box, I don't know if you guys can hear with my microphone, but this box has the products from this release I just showed you. The products. Can you guys hear me okay?
Okay, I'm going to hold it for you.
Oh, Reed's gonna hold it for me? Okay, we wanna emphasize. So I think it's all, I did test some of the products, so it might be missing one or two, because I did go through and sometimes I have to do some. So we just went through tons of stamps and dies. There's also products I didn't show today, like the winter sweater that was part of a limited edition kit, this die, the winter season 3D embossing folder, all of the inks, the refills, even our rounded nested tags that are part of the And Everything Nice release, the little mini stamp set, and let's not forget the holiday window decor dies. Oh, these are super fun to use. So all of those are also part of the And Everything Nice release. I just didn't showcase inspiration for it today. And Reed has all of that stuff in this box. And if you were watching us live today, you could be one of the lucky winners if you were in the chat, because Reed was watching the chat to check out to draw a winner. So I want to make sure to say thank you to all of you for joining us live today, because that's what keeps the energy going, right? As we get to do this together. And Carla Pullington. Carla, you just won that box. Every single thing in that box. Reed is going to take that box. He is going to seal it up. Yes. And he is going to mail it to you. But Carla, we need your address.
Yes.
So Carla, will you email Reed, REED, at simonsaysstamp.com. Email Reed. Let him know your address and your social. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to get your social security. You guys get that, in your mail, send me your social security number. Who am I sending my social security? Don't send me your social security number. Just Carla, send Reed, R-E-D, your mailing address. And thank you to all of you who have watched us live today, or even on rewatch. We look at those comments on the YouTube chat because we want to make sure that we're hearing you and responding to you. And you are such a crucial, critical part of us getting to do this. We appreciate you, and we want to keep doing and keep bringing product to life that you want to see, that you want to use. And your feedback is super important to us. We make improvements on our products. We didn't even used to do re-inkers for our ink pads, but so many of you were asking us, please, please, please do re-inkers. That's why we do them now, is because many of you asked for it. The other thing is the labels on the sides of our ink pads. We didn't used to do that. Our old ink pads don't have the labels already on them, but I, as a maker, as a user, knew that I liked to have my stuff labeled, and I wasn't really good at lining up the labels. So I said, let's just go ahead and label that for the customer. So We do that because of our experience as crafters and your feedback as crafters. So it is super important to us. It's kind of my spiel at the end of the live. So thank you, Carla, and to all of you who are watching us live today. And if you're watching us on rewatch, we appreciate and value you too. You can put the comments in the chat or in the comments below instead of the chat. And then before I say goodbye, I know Reed's got another question. I can see he's raising his hand. What's up, Reed?
When is the next time we will be live?
Oh my gosh, is it Gina's class?
It is.
So the next time we're going to be live is November 21st. November 21st. Gina from Gina K Designs is going to be here in our studio, and we're going to have everything set up for her to teach a Create Together holiday class, the Merry and Bright class. The kits are sold out, but many of the components, not all of them, the embossing folder we didn't have, but the components for her class are available at Simon Says Stamp, so it's not too late. Key to her class is this I said Merry and Bright, I'm sorry. It's the Merry and Light. The Merry and Light stamps, she's gonna be using these in her class November 21st. The class is free. Anybody can watch. It's going to be hosted on our Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel. So come along, enjoy the class. Gina is a fabulous teacher. We also have the Merry and Light dies that are available at Simon Says Stamp. And then Gina created 4 ink cubes, and 3 of them are brand new colors. So the light, medium, and dark cranberries, the only way you can get these inks right now is at Simon Says Stamp. And she's going to be using them in the class along with the medium spruce ink. So that class will be noon Eastern time on Friday, November 21st on the Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel. It's a free class, very similar to the ones we've done in the past with Tim Holtz, where you can come along and make with us, whether or not you have the kit. The kits blew out. I'm sorry. Those embossing folders were a very limited supply, but a lot of the other products that we're using in her class. There's no homework for the class. We will be posting a blog post with the things and sending you an email if you got a kit with the supplies you should have on hand for the class, like maybe some adhesives, I think were one of the things that would be good to have on hand. Maybe your favorite pair of scissors is going to be good for you to have on hand, your die cutting machine. But you're going to get an email soon with a list of things for you to have ready if you're taking the class live with us. And just to get ready, there's no homework. So that I'm not a good homework person. So and I get to be the boss. So I guess I kind of made the rule of that, but it's not a rule. If a teacher really needed to have homework, we would figure out a way to make it happen. Okay, so I see, thank you, Beth, for putting a Shop Gina K product link in the tab. Don't forget to link to the Merry and Light if you think of it, if you haven't already done that, because a lot of people are asking about the products that are in class. We do have some of the products available on the website at simonsaysstamp.com while supplies, well, we'll probably restock. Actually, we can restock the stamps and dies, so that's not just while supplies last. But if you want to have them for class, you'll need to get them now. Whew, that was a lot.
Good job.
Now I'm all energized to go to this soccer game. Go Columbus Academy Girls Soccer. Yes, rock it. I hope you guys win. So play hard. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you get creating this weekend. Have fun and happy holiday season. Toodaloo.